Oh, ho, ho, good morning, good morning. In my culture tradition, that drum beat says it's time to join this community. So the call for worship is, in our tradition, going to be more an indigenous way, in which we actually begin with salutations to each of the directions. And so I'm going to invite you to participate with me. So if you would like to stand, and to each direction, if you would like, left hand to the heart, and you're going to be kind of extending thank you and appreciation to each of the directions. And if you're not able to stand, just sit and close your eyes and take in the good energy. So let us begin by facing the east. Oh, the direction of the east is the direction of the dawning of a new morning. It's the direction of vision and gratitude. So as we face the east, we extend gratitude for another beautiful day of life and our commitment to be in gratitude and appreciation for all the blessings we live. Oh, now we turn to the south. Oh, the south is a direction of the children, the young folks that inspire us. It's the direction of health and well-being and of justice work. So as we turn to the south, we again give thanks for all the children in our lives, and may we fully step up to ensure a future that supports them to be all of who they can be. Also the direction of health and justice, and may we commit to make that happen for all. Now we turn to the west. Oh, the direction of the west is direction of our abuelitas, our grandmothers, our tias, our aunties, our mothers, and their teaching of love and perseverance. And as we face the west, we give thanks for them in their lives. Someone just reminded me, it's also the anniversary of the passing of Carmen Ramirez. And so let us include her in this remembrance. And so as we face the west, we give thanks for all of their teaching, and may we continue the path of love and spirit. Oh. Now we turn to the north. The north is direction of the elders. It's direction of the eagle and the reminder of having the eagle perspective where we look at the big picture and all the particular. It's also the direction of wisdom and our path to develop more wisdom so that we be good caretakers of Mother Earth and caretakers of each other. So again, facing the north, we give thanks. Finally, the direction of the center, direction of Mother Earth, Father Sky, all in between, the direction of family, of community, and we give thanks for being part of this family community today. We come together to connect more with spirit, connect more with love, connect more with just the beauty of being all good family here on Mother Earth. Again, we give thanks. Oh, thank you, thank you.
Welcome. Hi, everyone. I'm Zach Spencer, and today I invite you all to rise in body or in spirit. I just waited for you all to get settled first. Okay. As you all sing together, number 361, enter, rejoice, and come in. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. And when your ears to the song, open your ears to the song. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come. Open your hearts, everyone. Open your hearts, everyone. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come. Don't be afraid of some change. Don't be afraid of some change. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in.
All right, this is the time for the child and all of us. So all of you who are young or young at heart, if you'd like to come up and join us on the rug, then Roberto is going to do some wonderful breathing things with us.
Oh,
Roberto.
thank you, thank you. Okay, here, let's just start by sitting here together, and let me share with you something that's very important. How many here love it when you feel happiness and full of love? Do you like that feeling? Okay, well here, in my tradition, we have a way of helping us be stronger in our connection to Mother Earth and more full of love in our hearts. And we do it by breathing in a lot of the Porvida energy that resides all around us. So we believe that in the air and in the soil, there's energy that's for life and love. And the more we can breathe that energy in, it helps us be more connected to our heart and connected to the earth. So you want to do this with me? Yeah? Mm-hmm. Okay, can we stand up? Okay, well, okay, so what we're going to do, see actually this diagram here, and see all the little sparkles, sometimes we call it spirit sparkles that are in the earth and in the air. What we want to do is we're going to gather up those spirit sparkles, gather them up, look at my hands, and we gather them to the top of our head, and then we draw that spirit sparkles in through the top of our head, down through our whole body, take that good energy down our legs, through the bottom of our feet, and when you get your palms down here, can you make them like this, like they're roots? So we have roots going into the ground to connect to Mother Earth and all those beautiful places and all the great energy that's there. Because in Mother Earth, there's energy for courage, for hope, and for love. And then so we draw the energy from Mother Earth again through the bottom of our feet. We take it up our legs. We take it up through our heart. We take it up to the sky. And then we mix it with the sky energy. We mix it with the sky energy. Then fingertips come together. And we just draw the energy back down to the top of our head, down through our heart, down again, all the way down to Mother Earth. We make our roots really strong down to Mother Earth so we can feel connected. Are we feeling a little bit more connected? And then we draw the energy back up. Let's take it all the way up to our heart. Okay, now it's our heart. Take a good, strong breath in, out, in, out. Okay, so to remember today, I want to ask that we take our right hand and see these stones here? These stones are from Mother Earth, and I went to the ocean to bless them so that whoever holds them will feel more connected to the earth and more connected to their love. So we're going to kind of do a little blessing for those stones. So can we do that? Kind of send some of our good love energy to these stones here? Great, good. And now we're going to take that love energy. Well, you know what? Let's each take a stone now. Take a stone and pass it. Good, yeah, great, thank you. Take a stone, okay. Okay, let's escoger uno? Sí. Ok, uno aquí para ti. ¿Este? Okay, este aquí. Oh, she's particular. She wants her. Okay. Okay. Here?
Sorry.
Okay, muy bien. Thank you.
There you go.
Okay. Hard choice.
Here you go.
Okay, so now we're going to take our stone, put it close to our heart, and then take a good breath in, and just remember that anytime we like, we can just take in good energy from Mother Earth and Father Sky and take it into our person, take it our heart, and our love power gets stronger. And so from our heart, we're going to just kind of extend a little bit of good heart energy to everybody here in this circle, because everybody here is good family, good friend. Aho. Well, thank you so very much for sharing this with us. And yeah, so this is your stone. Anytime you want to remember Porvida energy for life and love. And if you lose your stone, you can always find another one at the beach or at the creek, because Mother Earth has so many gifts to us to help us remember how to live love. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And we'll see you later.
Thank you. And now let's sing the children out by forming a bridge of love. If we have people who've never done this before, just follow along.
We hold you in our love as you go, as you go. May your heart be at peace as you go. Nurture the spark of your precious life. We hold you in our love as you go. We hold you in our love as you go, as you go. May your heart be at peace as you go. To nurture the spark of your precious life. We hold you in our love as you go.
That see so much Porvida love going on already with the hugging and the lovely things. It's so good to see that. Every Sunday, this congregation gives away a collection to a larger organization in the community, in our community, or to funds that help people in our own church. Those of you who are home have two ways to give: through the link that is posted in the chat or by texting from your phone the number that's on the screen. Folks who are present in the sanctuary can text to give, or you can still write a check or give money and drop it at the box at the end of the back of the sanctuary at the end of the service. Our offering today goes to Food Share Ventura County. Did you know that about 1 in 4 people in our county experience food insecurity? Most are working, often more than one job. Many are seniors struggling to make ends meet on tight budgets. At the Oxnard warehouse of Food Share, hundreds of volunteers, including our own Jerry Mendelson, work to sort, rescue, and purchase and distribute over 1 million pounds of food every month. Pantry coordinators from across the country visit the facilities to collect food for distribution in their local neighborhoods. Our own church members pick up some food and for our monthly lunch service at Family to Family. Recently, the deliveries of over 200,000 pounds of food was canceled due to disruptions in shipping by the federal government. So monetary contributions are more important than ever. Food Share buys in bulk, so just $10 in contributions provides 30 meals for families, seniors, and children throughout our county. So thanks for giving generously. generously, as you generally do. Thank you all for giving generously.
We strengthen the bonds of community, each service, by sharing with one another the great joys and sorrows in our lives. We place a stone in water for each to represent the way these events ripple out to touch the hearts of each of us. If you would like to share a major joy or sorrow happening in your life, there's a link for you to use in the website uucventura.org and also in our Thursday email bulletin, UUCV This Week. What you submit by 8 p.m. Saturday will usually be shared that Sunday.
Before we share the joys and sorrows that were shared by you this week, we want to honor a former member of this congregation, Deborah Mason, who passed away last month. Deborah was a longtime member of this church. She served often as a worship associate and was committed and involved with the youth growing up. She left UUCV to fill a position as Director of Religious Education for UU Santa Rosa. It was in Santa Rosa where she met and married her lovely wife, Michelle. From there, They moved to Washington State near good friends and other former members, Lee and Donna O'Neill. Deborah's children, Annie and Jake, grew up at UUCV, and they're now living near where Deborah lived in Portland, Oregon. She loved her lovely 2 precious grandchildren. She passed away peacefully surrounded by the loving presence and devotion of her family. I personally remember Deborah as the first person who talked to me when I walked into this church. She was always encouraging and welcoming, and I will always appreciate her for that. In honor and remembrance of Deborah, we light the memorial candle from the chalice flame and extinguish the chalice for some moments of silent reflection. The chalice flame will be relighted and both will be extinguished at the end of the service.
I invite you now to speak into the gathered community or write into the Zoom chat the joys or sorrows you wish to celebrate or memorialize or bring into the loving embrace of this community.
Linda.
Celia will now place one final stone in the water for all the joys and sorrows just shared and those yet unspoken in the silent sanctuary of our hearts.
Please remain seated as we sing our meditation hymn, Spirit of Life. We'll sing one verse in English y segundo en español. Spirit of life, come unto me. Sing in my heart fuente de amor, ven a mí, ven a mí.
Oh. My reading today is Make the Choice, Love for a Billion Miracles, and it was written by Roberto Vargas. Love, love, love. It is gratitude we feel for one another every day of life. It is a kindness we extend to a friend, neighbor, or new acquaintance. The support we share among family and friends. The self-acceptance we allow ourselves to feel. The connection we feel for Mother Earth and Father Sky. It is the actions we take to advance a better society and world. Let us consider radical love. It is all the thousands of ways we express love, yet more inspiring, nurturing, uplifting, and transformative. How? We acknowledge that Porvida life force energy that creates our aliveness is love energy. Radical love is a creation and growth energy of the universe and our human existence. It is energy inherent to our being and the energy we are here to develop. We are each a wellspring of love energy. The more we give, the more we generate. The more we cultivate our love energy with our breath, thoughts, and actions, it becomes a superpower capable of countless miracles. The world we love needs 1 billion miracles a day. Miracles of gratitude, kindness, and mutual support. Miracles for goodness, healing, peace, security, and well-being. Miracles to transform our culture and social systems to lift the best of our human potentials and enable all people to survive and thrive. We make a choice. Let us accept, nurture, and expand our love energy. Let us invite every breath to make our love power more contagious, intelligent, and vibrant. Let us become models of radical love. Let us join with the millions seeking to evolve our power to make miracles happen. Let us become our full person and spirit and make the daily 1 billion miracles happen.
Into a time of meditation, perhaps a time to share together in that radical love that can change the world. Place your feet on the floor and close your eyes if you wish. As you breathe, breathe in all the love that surrounds you. As you breathe out the love that you wish to share with your family, friends, this community, and the world. A silent meditation.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Beautiful choir, but also thank all of you. I am in such deep appreciation to be able to be here with you. I find you folks are one of my favorite communities, because it's been shared prior by some folks that you step into this space and you feel a lot of the love energy that's here. And so I'm very, very honored to be able to be here with you to share some thoughts with you. When Cecilia gave me a call for the invitation, it was at a time where a lot of folks around me were very much desiring prayer and support. And so my mind was very much around, how can one be most effective with our prayers? And so oftentimes I find in an invitation like this, an opportunity to help clarify my own thinking. And so I told Cecilia, well, Porvida Medicine and how to strengthen the power of our prayers. So that's the intention of my sharing this morning. So first of all, how many people here believe in the power of prayer? The power of prayer to nurture healing, health, or to foster positive change? How many folks believe in the power of prayer? Okay. I do too. I also believe in the power of prayer and also in the need that our world has for that billion miracles a day. Our earth needs healing. The people on Mother Earth need healing. And in a lot of ways, we share the power to nurture that healing, and prayer is one of our potential tools. So that's what I'd like to share about today. So first of all, what is Porvida Medicine? Because the title is Porvida Medicine and Strengthening Our Power of Prayer. In my culture tradition, Porvida is the energy that is for life, love, and evolutionary change. We, our spirit, are inherently Porvida energy. We are that energy, that vibration that is about facilitating, moving our aliveness, our growth. Porvida energy is Porvida, for life, love, and evolutionary change. So it's about looking at the world in such a way where we recognize that from the time of the Big Bang, the ongoing evolution of life in this universe has been its evolution as a power and source of creation, ongoing creation, and love energy. So given that love energy, my calling has been to actually understand it more, to use it to nurture and facilitate just more positive change, more love and understanding in our world. In the process, it's gotten me more in touch with, again, prayer as a means for nurturing and facilitating positive change. In a lot of ways, I grew up as an activist person, so initially, a lot of my notions for creating change was about the street action to stop the war in Vietnam. It was about actively engage in developing programs and services for my community and other communities. Yet that takes you so far, but there's more that we need, and there's actually more power we have to facilitate positive change and actually to nurture love and well-being in our lives. So I'd like to share with you first a couple of my own experiences with the power of prayer, and then to share with you what have been some of my evolving practices with the idea that maybe it might catalyze some of your own thinking about your own practice and how to actually strengthen your own practice. I was an 8-year-old who had been diagnosed with a heart murmur. Actually, it was diagnosed earlier, but by the time I was 8, the doctors felt that it was time for heart surgery. Up to that point in time, I wasn't supposed to run too much or be too active because essentially I had a hole in my heart. So here I was, 8 years old, being taken to Children's Hospital in Los Angeles and prepped for heart surgery. I arrived there on Sunday. On Monday morning, they did what's called catheterization. They sent like a camera up to my heart to kind of make sure they had the lay of the land well, because they're going to be doing surgery on this little baby. So that was Monday. Confirmation, yes, the surgery's necessary. He's on schedule for Thursday. Thursday morning will be my surgery. And so Thursday morning came, and one final x-ray before the surgery, and wow, the heart murmur had healed. It actually healed and became the miracle baby at Children's Hospital. Between the Monday and the Thursday, the heart murmur healed. Okay, well, of course, my church was very much, and I grew up in a Latino Methodist church, is like we prayed, God answered, this little baby was healed. And as a child, okay, I was healed because people sent prayers up to God, and God said, okay, fine, I'm gonna heal this little person. So continue on with my life. then it's about a dozen years later, we evolve and grow, and my understandings of God and life began to evolve and change. I began to realize there's multiple ways of looking at God, and the way I grew up with was a bit of a child's way of looking at this entity up in the sky, this kind of father figure who kind of made decisions around who's good, who's bad, who gets healed, who's not. And that began to change radically. Around that time, I took a class on parapsychology. And in this class, we began to look at some of the research being done in the Soviet Union, in which they've been looking at mental telepathy. Essentially, how do we send to each other thoughts or energy that can actually nurture and change another person, their health and well-being? And then I began really, and we would do experiments in class, and I really began to believe that, this is about one of the powers we have as human beings. We have the power to send energy to others and touch them in different ways. And then this got me thinking about my experience as a child, what had happened when I was a child. Because I was still at this point, how this miracle happened that healed this heart murmur. So with this new understanding, I went back to my mom and said, what actually happened during that period, between that Sunday and that Thursday? And I had never heard the story before, but she had brought the children together from 2 different churches, and she had them pray for me. And then in my head, I thought, gosh, you know what? It was these children that healed me. It wasn't a message that went to a God person in the sky and who said, yes, okay, now I will heal you. By the loving energy that they had, they directed their healing energy to me and facilitated the healing. So that began to be more of my awakening of the potential powers we have as human beings to nurture and facilitate healing vis-a-vis prayer. So now I'm thinking, you know what, we have this power, but I'm still the activist person. So what I'm doing is about developing community organizations, and I went up to the Bay Area and founded the first Latino counseling centers in the country. And now, 50 years later, they're 50 years old, and they're making good things happen up there. But then something happened around the time of the birth of our second child. My wife went in for a cesarean. And after the first surgery, we're all happy and glad we have a new daughter. But within the hour, it was emergency code. She was doing internal bleeding, and there would have to be another surgery to determine what was going on. So here, within hours of the first surgery, second surgery, opened her up, and this time just more radically, and she came out of that surgery. And again, the doctor, I remember just the doctor being very much, you know what, don't worry about it, I got it all taken care of. She's gonna be all right. Okay, after the second surgery, the time of just believing in her wellness just changed radically, in that the internal bleeding hadn't stopped. She was still bleeding tremendously, and she was now in shock. So she was going to be going in for another surgery. And again, the doc said, hey, don't worry, we got this covered. But then a nurse took me to the side and said, your wife can die. This is really serious. My initial reactions were just a lot of anger with my own self. Here I was just putting all my trust in the doctor, and I was just abandoning everything I knew about spirit, about energy, about prayer. And so I thought, gosh, Roberto, you've got to step up here. This is your wife. So I got on the telephone and I called every prayer warrior, spirit warrior that I knew. I called up different psychic teachers that my wife and I had engaged with, and I asked them all to mobilize their networks to send a prayer for healing. And then what came to mind as I was doing this is, okay, now I've got to step up and do my role. And I visualize myself holding a catcher's mitt, just like a big catcher's mitt, and just being by her, and just with my other hand, just guiding that energy to nurture a healing. And so that's what I did. I began to visualize myself while she's in surgery, catching all this love energy, prayer energy, and guiding that to her body, to her person, to nurture healing. Came out of this final third surgery, and she lived. She lived, and in retrospect, one can say, well, you know what? Was it the healing? Was it the prayers? I don't know, but I know that if I hadn't have done that, I don't know how I could have lived with myself. And also the fact is that we don't know how the actual healing does happen. But I know at this point that I was connecting very much with Spirit, and Spirit was giving me this message: do your part. Do your part. Do it in this way. And so that began to evolve for me, the whole idea that we are more than just we believe ourselves to be. We have greater powers than we allow ourselves to know. And part of that comes from this Porvida energy that we all have. We can nurture that energy within us. We can strengthen that love energy we have. We can direct it to others. We can lift up their positivity. We can lift up their hope. We can lift up their energy. We can make positive change happen in so many different ways. And so that has moved me into the whole idea about using the concepts of dedication and innovation. Is dedicating ourselves to utilize our talents and our abilities. When the request comes to us for a prayer, is actually look at using all our intelligence, all our heart energy, and responding in ways that our spirit maybe indicates through our intuition or through our thoughts what we can do and how we can do it. This is actually the first time I was going to be talking about prayer energy, so I diligently wrote this up, just trying to capture all the particulars, but now I can't find where I left off. So I'm going to kind of free flow with you. So, dedicate myself to step up when the opportunity, the invitation comes up for prayer. But to be prepared to extend prayer. So for me, in a lot of ways, that means make your life a prayer. Make your life a prayer where you're actually living love and understanding and appreciation. So every morning I'll get up and I'll go to one of the inspiration tables in my home, particularly the one in my bedroom, and just again, give thanks for another day of life. Extend my gratitude to the East and say, thank you, Creator, for this new day. Helping me be grounded in my energy. Helping me be grounded in my love. Help me move in such a way where I can be the model of love today. And so it's living that prayer, living that, what I call Porvida lifestyle, that Porvida practice. Be for life, love, and evolutionary change. Create that space that will nurture me to connect with that way of being. Engage in what some people call Tai Chi. For us, it's Olin Chi. It's more of the Tai Chi movements of Turtle Island here. But engage in just drawing in that Porvida energy. Ground myself, connect myself, make myself more of that love energy, so when the request comes for prayer, I have more readiness. And now I find it in my readiness, it's about connecting with this request. What does this person need who is asking for prayer? Do they need more positivity and self-confidence to be able to go through the surgery? Does their actual body need more inspiration, hope, Porvida energy to kind of nurture those cells, to connect with all their intelligence, to be the healing force within that person? Does this person actually need folks around them to be able to step up more to their courage, to be there for them? So first of all, it's connect with what the need is. And then connect what the need is, listen closely in terms of, okay, now what might I send to be of aid and assistance? Again, is that sending that energy to lift up the confidence, sending that energy to stimulate more positivity and power within those cells of that immune system? And so with that is then becoming more clear myself how to be there for that person. And then my practice is I've got to, oftentimes it's not enough to say, okay, I'm going to pray for Carlos now, send him a prayer, God, take care of him. I've got to be more active. I've got to actually ground myself in my own energy. And if Carlos is up north, then it's about turning to the north and sending love energy that way. And then also using my voice, because to just silently pray, sometimes I don't feel I'm fully mobilizing that power that we all have. So for example, it'll be Carlos, Carlos, Carlos. Oh, brother, I love you, I love you, I love you. Here, brother Roberto is sending you this good love energy. And my prayer is that you be in your full confidence, that you be in the full confidence knowing that you can heal. So Carlos, be in your confidence, be in your power, be in your love. Oh, gosh, here, this is going down to some of that area in your back, up the top of your back, the bottom back. May your body be in its full intelligence to nurture the healing. May your every breath nurture more confidence and nurture that healing. And may all those folks around you and part of that medical team just be there for you because they know you're important to your family and to your community. May they be in their full intelligence and power to support you. And again, Carlos, be in your positivity because your positivity will create the healing. So I have to talk it, I have to direct it, I have to move it in that way. And then what I've been finding is that depending on the situation, sometimes it moves me in different ways. If this person needs more of the prayer, they need to know that you're praying. They need to get that text message or that telephone call that said, prayers are going your way, because it's important that they feel loved. Or maybe a little poem comes to mind and to write it and send it. Or maybe it's actually to reach out to folks around them and say, you know what, Carlos needs a little bit of help. I know he's kind of just always independent, but we need to step up and be there. So oftentimes the prayer opens up my understanding of what I need to do, what we may be able to do. So if another person calls Roberto, I've got to make a presentation at this large community rally in LA. I want to lift people up, but I'm feeling so just almost depressed and overwhelmed. Can you send me some energy? Yes, of course, but here, let's have a little dialogue first. Let's reconnect with what inspires you. So it's not just a prayer, but now engaging with the person to be a thought partner, to connect them more with their personal power and their power to find their intelligence, to be able to speak to a crowd, to inspire and move them. So in a lot of ways, prayer is not just the energy we send, it's what we think that enables us to clarify what is it that I need to do to make a difference? How do we make a difference? What words, what language, what images can I put out there that helps the universe create the miracles? So given this path I'm on, I organized my Tuesday noon Porvida breathing group. So I invited folks that I've worked with over the years to come together to actually do some Olin Chi, to connect ourselves to our spirit energy, connect ourselves to Mother Earth, connect ourselves to purpose, and then ultimately to send prayer energies to others. People that we care about, hey, may they be more grounded, may they be more connected, may they be in their full power of their own love. Or to others, healing energy. And of late, it's very much, may folks here in our community who have the resource step up to be for the immigrant folks. Step up courageously to support them. Or else, may we send energy to the folks in Gaza. And then finding the language to send those prayers. May folks there be more in their power of love and mutual support, of hope and positivity, and courage. May they find ways to be there for each other, to survive, so ultimately they can thrive. Let us send energy also to the good folks in Israel. May they step up more into their compassion. May they step more into their positivity, into their forgiveness. May they mobilize and move their government to be more responsible. May we mobilize more of people here in our country to connect with understanding how we're supporting that murder that's happening there. May there be more activity here to stop the sending of weaponry to this other nation to do what the damage they do. So the prayer words kind of help us clarify what it is we hope for, what we desire, what we need to happen. And I believe in a lot of ways that energy in the universe does its thing. And the more people that participate in the process, we make the miracles happen. So at this point in the reality of the world we live in, we need the billion miracles a day. The billion miracles a day could be to make this person here smile and more connected with her love energy, because then she'll take it to her family and to her community. It's to nurture the love energy here so this community finds a way of continuing to do what you do and touch the folks you do. But it's, again, being more open to creatively thinking what needs attention. Let's send an energy that way. Let me be in my full groundedness, Porvida energy space, so I can use all of who I am. So, towards closing, I, first of all, want to extend my deep appreciation for all of who you are. You folks, like this gentleman's t-shirt right there in the orange, it says love, and that's what we're about. But now let's maybe open ourselves to think more about radical love. And that radical love is using more of that Porvida energy that's inherent to our person. Let's acknowledge that we are more than this human body. We are spirit essence, and that spirit essence has powers and abilities we haven't yet even begin to fully evolve and develop. But it begins by saying, you know what, I can be more, do more, let me experiment, let me play with this, let me send energy, let me draw in energy, let me be more of all who I can be, which is good for me, because each one of us is in our own spirit journey, and it's good for all of us. So I thank you, I thank you for the opportunity to share with you today. For those who want to maybe gauge a little bit more dialogue, or maybe a little bit of Tai Chi, Porvida Chi movement, we're going to be going to the garage a little later. And for the immediacy, again, my appreciation to you. Thank you. Aho.
And here we are again. I invite you all to rise in body or in spirit as you're able, as we sing number 131, Love Will Guide Us. Love will guide us, peace has tried us, love resides us, will lead the way on the road from free to giving. Love will guide us through the hard night. within you. You can change the world with your love. It will guide us, peace has tried us, hope beside us. We'll lead the way on the road from greed to giving. Love will guide us through the hard night.
I invite you to read the words on the screen as we prepare to extinguish our chalice. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth,
the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. Those we carry into our lives until we are together again. All of you in the sanctuary today are invited after the service for coffee, tea, bagels, and conversation in our community room. Also, all visitors and guests are enthusiastically invited to stop by the connecting table right through the double doors for a chat. We hope that all of you who have not yet joined in a listening circle meet back in this sanctuary. It says around 11:20, maybe give it 5-10 minutes and then we'll start. This is your last chance to engage in this, and we would love to have your input. Otherwise, I would love to have you join Roberto and me right after the service, through the door, over here, past the office, and into the garage where there's a lovely space. I also invite you all to drop a check or cash in the box at the wall for our offering today for food share. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you, Roberto. Porvida love energy to all.
Inspired by a gentleman over here who a moment ago put his hand to his heart. He sent me a lot of good love energy. So how will we all do that? Hand, left hand to our heart, and turn around and just let's extend just a good love energy to this entire community. May we all be blessed this week. May we walk in love. May we be all of who we are for ourselves and each other. Hey, enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Thank you. Aho.